And then the last thing, and Dave, I'm going to put you on the quick spot, because I'm getting a lot of questions for an agenda item that we're going to hear later this evening. But a lot of people are asking, how do agenda items come to be on the agenda? And it's my understanding there are two routes to that. But can you explain as to how items come before the council on the agenda, or in our agenda?
We got it right back here in the policy.
Yes, we have a council policy on that. That is Council Policy 1.04. The policy states the city manager is responsible for scheduling agenda items for consideration by the city council. Except for requests made in accordance with Policy 7.01, General Plan Amendments, non-city initiated, a council member requests that an item be placed on a city council meeting agenda must be agreed upon by at least one other city council member at a city council meeting. An item that is within the city's subject matter jurisdiction will be scheduled by the city manager on the appropriate agenda, and staff will provide an agenda report and relevant backup material. An item that is not within the city's subject matter jurisdiction will be brought to city council by the city manager for consideration to schedule the matter for a future city council meeting. The requesting council members will provide backup materials. Secondly, a member of the public may request to have an item that is within the city's subject matter jurisdiction be placed on the agenda. The item must be submitted in writing with relevant backup material to the city manager for transmittal to the city council for their information. Upon the request of at least two city council members at a city council meeting, the city manager will place the requested item on the appropriate agenda, and staff will provide an agenda report with relevant backup material. The city manager will advise the requesting party in a timely manner as to the disposition of the request.
So simply put, for those who thought maybe that was too long, too much, there are two routes to agenda items. One is through staff. As the city operates, things need to come before the city council to be voted on, to be enacted, and or action taken. That is one route, and yes, there's clearly discretion on behalf of the city staff and ultimately the city manager as to what needs to come before the council. I mean, there are definitely things that have to come before the council, but on some items, whether things get pushed forward, certain issues or concerns, staff can address that, and if the need is felt like the need needs to come before us, then they do that. Conversely, for people who feel like they're not being listened to and or have no other avenue to get something on the council or on the agenda to be heard and discussed and or action taken upon, they can come to any one of us and say, this is a concern of mine, I think it's relevant, I think it's pertinent, and I would like you to be an advocate for me to get it on the council agenda. Any one of us can propose it, a second one of us says I agree, and that it gets placed onto a future agenda.
At a council meeting.
At a council meeting, yes, I'm sorry.
And it must be within the subject matter jurisdiction of the city council.
Right, okay, and that's very important.
Very important.
So yeah, people had asked me to please explain that to the public. I've explained it on numerous occasions, both publicly and privately, and I think it was nice to touch on here as well. So thank you for that.
Thank you.